Loved ones, truly appreciate every single one of you being here. Sorry for my tardiness. Was stuck in traffic. I'm sure you guys didn't want to see me stuck in traffic, so that's what it is. I hope everybody's doing well. Happy Saturday to everybody. And I wanted to say hey to all the loved ones. I truly appreciate every single one of you. Shout out to my amazing mod, Miss Jackie. How are you doing? Happy Saturday. Thank you so much for your support. I truly appreciate you for always coming through and supporting me. So today's topic is they think you'll never leave. You know, they think that you'll never get it. And when I say that, I mean in all aspects, in all relationships. Sometimes when we do something for a long time, people just think that you'll never come to the realization that you're being used. You'll never put your foot down. You'll never follow your dreams because ultimately, sometimes, let's be honest, we just have not been doing what we needed to do and treating ourselves the way we needed to treat ourselves. And then one day it all changes. One day you're like, this ends, this stops. You get frustrated, you get stressed out, and you say, you know what? I don't have to take this. So this message is for all of you who need to start being no nonsense. When it comes to ourself, and you know that this channel is this channel is all about loving ourselves. And to love ourselves, we have to realize, okay, I don't have to do this. I don't have to take this. Okay? And romantic relationships, friendships, all the ships, all of them, on the job, with your relatives, with your kids, with your spouse or significant other, every relationship, you are the one that has to set boundaries. You are the ones that has to say, I don't have to take foolishness. You're the one that has to say that. And I remember many years ago, I had friends, I had people in my life that really, truly cared about me. And they would ask me, why do you put up with that? Why do you take it? Why do you not speak up for yourself? Ultimately, it starts within ourself. You know, after years and years of being put down. Hey, realist, how are you doing? Welcome. After years of being put down, after years of being taken advantage of, after years of being disrespected, it's so easy for us to continue on that same path. It takes a lot of courage to say, I don't got to take mess. I don't have to take foolishness. I know I used to do X, Y, and Z. See, that's personal accountability. We have to know ourselves. Sometimes we were in that position of loving ourselves. Sometimes you were not in that position of knowing what it is to respect yourself. Sometimes you didn't know where you were going in your life. But when you come to that space and you realize who you are, what you're worth, what you deserve, you can't go backwards. You can't go backwards. Hey, Sirius, how are you doing? Welcome in. You can't go backwards. Listen to my nosy, this nosy, sorry. Be quiet, sorry. I didn't ask you any questions. How you doing, Sirius? How's everybody doing in the chat? I wanted to say that just because you do something for a long period of time, it does not mean that you have to continue on, you know? It doesn't mean you have to continue on. It doesn't mean that you have to keep letting people disrespect you, because you don't. You don't have to continue to be disrespected. You don't have to continue on a dark path. You don't have to continue on being a doormat to other people. Now, I'm only speaking what I know. Because for so many years, from my childhood up until probably my 20s, I used to just let people do what they wanted to. I'm doing great, Sirius. Thank you so much for asking. I hope you are as well. I just feel that when you do something for such a long period of time, people always think how you are is they never leave any room for you to grow, for you to elevate, for you to be a better you, you know? And I think that that's so important. My pleasure, serious. People don't understand that you have to have some personal growth. And you will have personal growth once you believe in yourself. Once you work on your own confidence, once you work on your own personal light, and you start saying things to yourself like, I don't like how that person makes me feel. I don't like how they make me feel. I don't like how they abandon me or disrespect me. We have to start tuning into how we feel. I say that all the time. Know how you feel. And if somebody is not making you feel good, and I don't care who it is, it could be from your relative, your spouse, your significant other, your friend, your job. When people make you feel less than, or people make you feel inferior or small, that's when it's time for you to go. Hi, Shan. How are you doing? Welcome. If somebody makes you feel this little, that's a time for you to go. Thank you so much for the like. How are you doing? If somebody makes you feel this small, if somebody makes you feel that you're nothing, that's your opportunity for you to leave or for you to stop doing things for them. Now, I know for many, many years, people always think that family equals love. And I'm here to tell you, family does not always equal love. Okay. My cultural background is Jamaica, but I am in Florida, Shan. So it's just ridiculous that people feel that they can take advantage of you. And have you ever seen people get so angry when they can't use you anymore? I don't know if you all have been through something like that. Thank you so much, Shan. I don't know if you guys have ever been through something like that in your life. People get upset and angry when you make changes, when you start elevating, when you start growing, when you don't want to do what you used to do. You're not miserable, you're not angry, you're at a space of peace. You don't want drama anymore. You're not making excuses, you're not complaining, but you're putting things into action. Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Yes, serious. When you start to make changes in your life, when you start growing, when you start finding out who you are and what you want, you know, when you start finding out what you want, then that's just how it goes. This isn't a grow stream, Shan. When you start finding out who you are, when you find out what you personally want, nobody can stop that. Nobody can stop the light inside of you. Okay? Nobody can stop the light inside of you. You are the one that has to make a decision to respect yourself. You have to make a decision of what you don't like. Okay? You're the one that has to make that decision. And when you find that people do not respect you, or when a person comes to you with foolishness and drama all the time, you're the one that has to make a decision to choose yourself. I had to do that many years ago. While you may care for people, your relatives, other people you know for many years, your quote unquote friends, but you have to make a decision to choose yourself. You have to make a decision that I'm the one that matters. I'm the one that's important. I'm the one that has value. And for a very long period of time, you may be in that position to think that you're nothing, that you're nobody. I know because I've been there. I'm speaking from personal experience. I've been in a very low and a dark space in my life, thinking that not only I thought I was ugly, I thought I had no importance, I thought I had no value, I thought I was stupid. Now, I know that's something that a lot of people won't admit, but I will admit it. I was in that space of thinking, oh, why am I even here? Like, I have no value. I have no purpose. I didn't say that out loud, but that's how I felt. I felt invalidated because I didn't have people to validate me, not knowing all the while that I'm the one that has to validate myself. I'm the one that has to believe in me. I'm the one that has to stand up. I'm the one that has to say no and mean it. Mm. See, that those are big changes. And when you start stepping into your power and your worth, when you start doing that, you're going to start seeing the people who really don't care about you, they're going to drop off because they don't like this. They don't like this part of you that's accountable. They don't like this part of you that's honest. They don't like this part of you that worships, that trusts your higher power. I call it God. Other people call it different things. They don't like it. They don't like when you depend on your higher power. They don't like when you trust in yourself, when you have confidence, when you walk with your head up high, when you don't fall for everything that people will say. He's like, that's not for me. See, I had to learn that it was not my job to fix other people. That's not my job, you know? It was not my job to always bail people out. It was not my job to make people grow up. If people are not grown, I'm sorry, but I got to leave you behind because listen, keeping relationships with people who are not mature, keeping relationships with people who bring you pain and hurt all the time and you just keep taking it and they hurt you and they hurt you and they disappoint you and they step on you and they don't care about what they do and what they say and they think it's funny. We're the ones that have to know better. Okay? We're the ones that have to know better. I spent my whole childhood. Thinking that I was irrelevant, that I was ugly and stupid. I spent my whole childhood looking for acceptance from family, looking for acceptance from schoolmates, people, and people can be so cruel, so mean, and at the same time they smile in your face. I don't understand that part. But what I didn't understand is that sometimes you have to meet people as a wolf in a sheep's clothing to say, that's not what I want. Sometimes we have to go through the fire, we have to go through the storm, we have to go through the struggle for us to realize that's not for me, or they're not important, they're not valid, okay? Hey, Jackie, how are you doing? Welcome. Appreciate you being here. Happy Saturday, sis. Sarah says, Marlene, look how strong you are today. It took a lot of self-reflection, self-development, and self-maturity. It sure did. It sure did, serious. And I can say that it's not something that I read in a book. You know, people talk about depression. People talk about feelings of worthlessness, low self-esteem, eating disorders, domestic violence, losing people you love in death. I didn't read those things. I experienced all of that. I experienced all that pain. And I came through all of it. I came through all the storm. I came through the struggle. I came through all of it strong with my head up high, confidence. See, a lot of people, when you go through a trial, it's two things that's going to happen. Either you're going to rise to the occasion, you're going to rise above the ashes. You know, I did a very powerful empowerment conference with I Am Tracy Lee on my other channel, Marlene Motivates, and you guys should check it out. But I Am Tracy Lee talked about rising above the ashes, because when you go through situations and everything seems to be destroyed, but you, yeah, it was a phoenix, she said. You're like a phoenix and you rise above, you know, all your problems, all your struggle. And I can look back on the former me, the one that was weak-minded, the one that had zero confidence, the one that I was always saying yes to everybody but me. See, I had to look back at my former self and I smile now because if I didn't go through that, I would never have been introduced to confidence. I never would be introduced to I can pay attention to your energy. I was like, your energy is off. Or you said this a few weeks ago and now you're saying that. I can pick up on the hypocrisy, the drama, the lies. I pay attention to people's energy. See, I'll tell you why I'm saying this. A lot of times we can feel something isn't right, but then we'll say, oh, I think that's me, right? We'll take it as a personal attack. We have to stop doing that. Stop blaming yourself for what other people are doing. Even when they try to blame you and tell you, oh, no, that's you. No, it's not. Stay aware, loved ones. Open your eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Not everybody that comes as a sheep is a sheep, you know? They're really a wolf. They're here to devour you, break you down. They want to oh, they don't feel like you're strong enough. They don't feel like you can pay attention, that you can't see their inconsistency, their lies, their drama, how they're trying to break you and take from you. Pay attention to how you feel. Pay attention to what people say. Pay attention to the double talk. Okay? And if you feel something isn't right with somebody, have enough courage to walk away. Have enough courage to leave people alone. That was a very serious lesson that I had to learn in my 30s. I had to learn that when somebody makes me feel a certain way, I may not understand it, but have enough courage to walk away anyways. I don't know what it is about this person, but I got to go. And as you get older, as you get more mature, you need to listen to that voice inside of your head. You need to pay attention to those red flags when they pop up. Like, this, it's something about them. Have you all ever said that to yourself? It's something about them. I don't know what it is. It's something protecting you. I believe it's a spirit world protecting us. And we get those feelings inside, those inclinations, or they show up, or they act really weird or strange or disrespectful to you. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them, and believe them the first time. That was a quote from Maya Angelou. And it's something that I always think about. I used to always challenge things and just go along. You know, don't keep people in your life longer than you need to. That is definitely a life lesson. Don't keep people around longer than you need to. Sometimes people come in our life to teach us a lesson and then learn the lesson and move on. Learn the lesson and move. Learn the lesson and grow. Okay? And sometimes it's us. We have to learn a lesson from our former self. We have to challenge ourselves and say, you know, that's not a good personality trait. I need to do better than that. See, within everything, we should be learning and growing. Within every part in our life, we need to grow, okay? And that's why I wanted to come on with this topic is about you don't have to keep putting up with it, okay? You don't have to keep putting up with what other people say. You don't have to keep putting up with what other people do. Everybody is not going to be your cup of tea. I remember when I was younger, my mom used to say that. Everyone is not going to be your cup of tea. And I never got that. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. What do you mean they're not your cup of tea? In every relationship in your life, from your job, from your friends, from all the relationships, social media, there's always going to be people that is going to make from the beginning like, I don't like that. Pay attention to that feeling. Don't disregard it. It gives you, we get these feelings, we get these vibes, this energy, this treatment, even if it's negative. Everything is a lesson in this life. Everything is a lesson. And the question is, will you learn it? See, so many times we don't learn the lesson in this life. We don't learn it. We keep knocking our head against the wall. We keep letting people run over us and disrespect us, all because they say that they're your friend or because they love you. People will love bomb you into feeling that you are the problem and not them. And when you're aware, when you know yourself, when you love yourself, you will be aware. Okay? You don't challenge yourself when you hear something like, "Wait a minute, they didn't say that before," or they are doing this now, or why are they talking this way? Whatever it is, you know how you feel. You know when you're disrespected. Don't go backwards. Have enough confidence in yourself, and it hurts sometimes when it's people that you really love. It hurts to walk away, and it does take a lot of courage to walk away from people who are disrespectful, walk away from people who you care about. But when you love yourself, when you know yourself, you got to realize, I don't have to take it. Just I had to learn that when I close a door of a relationship, I close that door knowing that I have better that's coming for me. See, don't hold on to pieces of friendships or people who are broken and just think this is all I can get. This is all I deserve. And it's not. Um Boy, I wish I could have gone back maybe about 15 years ago, holding on to a piece of a man, a piece of a friend, a piece of a job, just thinking that this is all you can do. And it's not. There's so many things that is out there for us, but you have to have enough confidence. You have to have enough wherewithal within yourself and saying, when I let this go, I know better is going to come for me. Okay? you know, and it's giving yourself that ability. I can start over again. Boy, is that a message and a word for somebody. You can start over again. Sometimes we don't want to, you'd rather stay with that piece of woman or a piece of man, and they're not good for you. They're not a good friend. They're not a good partner. And we know that. But you hold on to them because you've gotten used to so many things. You've got used to the sex. You've gotten used to the financial benefits, what they call fringe benefits of that person. But don't lower your confidence. Don't lower yourself. It's time for us to elevate. It's time for us to rise up and not to settle. Don't look down. It's time for us to look up. Believe within yourself. And it's a part of doing that inner work on a constant basis. It's every day. It's not just once and for all time, like you just saying, I love myself and that's enough. You got to continuously work on yourself and question things inside of yourself. Why do I have this person and that person in my life? You should always be constantly asking yourself that. Are they still good for me? Just because somebody was good for you once doesn't mean it's once and for all time. Sometimes people you've outgrown that relationship from many, many years ago. You've outgrown them. And it's not that sometimes that they're a bad person, but they're holding you back from your progress in your life. See, I didn't know that. I wish I could have learned that lesson probably 10 years ago. I would be in such a different position right now if I had believed that. See, sometimes we can know we can deserve better, but we allow that fear to hold us captive. Oh no, if I let them go, then who will I be? We think about the embarrassment. Oh no, did you know they broke up? Did you know they're no longer friends? Did you know she lost her job? Do you know she's this? Do you know he's that? See, we care more about what other people think than what we think, than what we believe, than what we feel. And I had to remind myself that I am valid. I had to remind myself that I'm a queen, and I'm not getting queen behavior. I'm not getting queen respect. And the same thing for my male loved ones. Treat yourself as a king. Get king behavior because you treat yourself like a king. See, there's a difference. You can say you want certain things in your life, but do you step up? And do you confront things when you need to? Do you let things go? Do you say no, and do you mean it? See, a lot of times we can say no to things, but then we'll still continue to deal with things. See, don't stay in a low vibrational state. You have to raise your vibration higher. When you allow yourself to vibrate at a higher frequency, so much things is going to shift. Your mindset, your health, and using your talents. See, I have to tell you, for so long, I would not allow myself to believe in my talents, okay? Because my talents was different from other people. See, I'm going to say something that it may ruffle a few feathers, but I'm going to say it anyways. Sometimes the people in our life don't believe in our talents and our gifts. Sometimes the people in our life that claim that they love us the most will sabotage our success because you're a brighter light, because of your talents, because of your gifts, because of your resiliency, because of your courage. Okay? I'm just the messenger. Sometimes it's the people in our life that will stop and block your blessings. But you got to pay attention and be like, Every time when you want to do something, they're not available. It's this excuse, is that excuse, or they'll be making fun of you in front of other people. You know. You know that, okay? Speak it. Sirius says, strong people are unaffected by small spirits of behavior. Yes. You know, sometimes you don't even realize how strong you are until you go through something. Have you all endured that? You didn't even think that you can make it through certain things. I know when I was going through certain battles and challenges and trials and traumas in my life, I always used to say, this is too much for me, right? I don't know about y'all, if you all have ever said that. This is too much for me. But you don't even know when you confront that trauma, when you confront that fear, when you confront that negativity, and you move past it, there's so much things that you learn. It's so much nicer over here. I have peace. My joy is back. My finances elevated. I can walk with my head up. I can have a more positive attitude, because I'm telling you, when you're around people who have a negative attitude, when they're always complaining, it's so draining. It's so taxing to your spirit. It will take you all the way down, like, because of them always nagging and complaining, and their life is this and this person does that. They never accept any accountability for what they do. Okay? They never accept accountability for their wrongs. Zero accountability. Can't do it. I can't do it. No matter how much I can love a person, I can't make them grow up. I can't make them do the right thing. They have to want to do that for themselves. And I had to back away from people in my life that won't be a grown woman or won't be a grown man. See, I don't need complainers in my life. I need people who are going to say, okay, I know this is a challenge, this is hard, but this is what I'm going to do. See, it's a choice to choose yourself. It's a choice to choose to love yourself. It's a choice to walk past your fears. It's a choice every day. You have to make a choice every day you wake up. Today, I'm going to be positive, even though I don't feel like it. Every day you wake up, you make a choice what you're going to listen to. You're going to make a choice on what you're going to do that day. See, you can make a choice to do, and you can make a choice to not do. I'm telling you that from experience. You can have a million things to do, and you can do none of them when you're following behind negative people, when you're in the wrong relationship. A bad relationship can cause your demise. It can cause you to feel this small. See, but all of that can be changed. That's something that I had to learn. It can all be changed. Yeah, you can have people in your life. Yeah, you can make a choice and choose a wrong romantic partner, wrong friendships, wrong job, wrong this. But then one day you can come to the realization, I can do so much better than that. And then you do. And then you do. See, that's the elevation, loved ones. And then you do. See, I'm not going to walk around here and act like I'm perfect. I've made so many bad decisions in my life. I've chose bad romantic partners. I've chose the wrong friendships. I've chosen to stick around where I don't belong, trying to be popular, trying to be liked by other people. But I had to learn you don't have to be liked by them. You need to be liked by yourself. You need to be liked from God. You need to be liked from the people who matter. And if they're not doing what they need to do, then you have to have enough courage to cut ties with them. Yes. Tamika says, so true. But when they need you all, they're there no matter what. That's true, Tamika. People, I always have said, people will make an excuse. If somebody really wants to do something, they will. A lot of people, they will make excuses, right? I can't do it because of this. If you really want to do something, if you really want to be somewhere, if you really want to support somebody, you will. It's just an excuse that people will make. I'm busy, I'm tired, I'm this, I'm that. They're just saying that, okay? It's just something that people will say in order to break you down, make you feel bad. But I had to learn, stop letting people who don't show up for me, don't respect me, don't make me feel good, or always putting me down. Why do you keep allowing them to take your power? Because I'm here to tell you something. People can take your power without your permission. Okay? We put so much power, so much weight into what they say. And I have to ask myself, why does that affect me like that? Because we don't want to admit it sometimes that person, we love that person more than we love ourselves. I'm being honest. I've been in that situation where I loved the person I was in a relationship more than I loved me. But I had to change that. I was like, what? I cared more about how they feel. It's something very complicated because I've seen people, they haven't done their personal care. They didn't take a shower. They haven't done this. They haven't eaten. And they're doing all of these things for other people. And you're breaking down your body. You haven't taken care of yourself first. But yet, you're complaining about them. See, we have to stop doing behaviors that will take us on a downward spiral. I had to learn that even if people get mad, we have to change how we live our life. And yes, people will get mad. I'm here to tell you, because when I started changing my life, so much people got upset. I stopped making myself available for them. I said, nope, this is my time. And they'll fall apart. Oh, then who's going to do it? Well, it's not going to be me. Stop making yourself available to everybody and say no and mean it. Get lost sometimes, No, be unreachable. That's one of my favorite things to do on a weekly basis. I take at least one day out of a week and I'm unreachable because this is my time where I'm going to pour into myself and love me so I can get my energy, so I can get my power, so I can get my light, so I can get my focus, and I can get my balance for my week coming ahead. And everybody is different and everybody needs different things. But for me, I have to be outside. I have to be in nature. And it's my time where I meditate and I connect. And when we don't do that, when we don't take care of ourselves, we get low. We lose our focus. We stop doing the things that make us feel good about ourselves. So we're the ones that has to change it. Sirius says, you have to know your worthiness and your strength. We sometimes find ourselves in a stagnant relationship and stay there because you're too afraid to go out there and soar like an eagle. That part, Sirius. That part. That's very profound. It's very profound. I can say, like, I don't know what it is, but we don't like to admit that. We stay in a relationship that is taking us down, whether it's romantic, whether it's your relatives, whether it's your children, whether it's your friendship, whether it's your job. You know that it's draining you. It's toxic. It's taxing to you. You know all of those things, but you stick around. And ultimately it's because we don't think we can do better, or we don't want to hurt people's feelings. See, I'm about to serve up a heavy message. We care more sometimes about what other people feel. At the same time, they don't care about how you feel. I did that for a really long time. I would let my relatives do things to me, and it would hurt my feelings and hurt my feelings and hurt my feelings. But I didn't feel like I should speak up and tell them they're hurting my feelings. And why don't you support me? And why don't you do this? And why don't you do that? I cared more about how they feel instead of how I felt. That was a very powerful thing when I learned that I had to shift that. Anything in our life we can shift. Anything you don't like, you can change it. Okay? Yes, sure can if you allow it. Yes. Thank you so much, Jackie. Yeah, Realist says return to sender all negative energy and actions. I know that's right, Realist. Sirius says, I've learned that the hard way. The script got flipped on me, trying to love someone before loving yourself. Now I pour into myself. My life is so much better and easier learning that. Yes. Yes, Sirius. It's so profound until we learn how important, how special, how valid, how strong, how talented we are. And you have to, it's something you have to constantly eat on. It's something you have to feed your own mind, your heart, and your spirit, and encourage yourself. I deserve to be here. I'm talented. I'm powerful. I'm capable. All on your own. I'm not talking about with who you're in a relationship with. Hey, you're not your children. You're not your spouse or significant other. You're not your relatives. You're just you. And the moment that I came to that realization, I'm just me. And it's valid. And it's special. And it's important. And I'm capable. And I can stand on my own 2 feet. I don't need anybody else. See, sometimes you'll think I'm nothing if I'm not in a romantic relationship. I'm nothing without my children. I'm nothing without this person. I'm nothing without this. I'm nothing without my job and my house and my car. See, we will get so attached to material things, possessions, but we won't be thinking about ourselves, our personal health, you know. And our health will be declining. And I've seen it. I've seen friends, their health is declining. They're literally killing themselves to make their family happy. They're not sleeping. They're not eating properly. They have poor exercise. They're doing everything to cause the situation that they have right now. When you can change your entire life by a few decisions. You can change your entire life. Do you all hear this? You can change your entire life by the decisions that you make every day. And for me, that decision I make every day is when I wake up, I look in the mirror and I say, you're valid, because I validate me. Every day I wake up, I say that to myself. I validate me. I don't need anybody to validate me. I'm strong, I'm beautiful, I'm intelligent, and I'm capable. Every day you wake up, you should say that to yourself and believe it. Even if everybody disowns you, even if nobody likes you, you got to like yourself. And it's that constant commitment to being your own friend. We get off track from that sometimes. I have to keep reminding myself that even when people do me wrong or whatever things happen, remember you have yourself. Even when other people don't show up for you, do you show up for yourself? That's a powerful thing. It's a very powerful thing. Jackie says we have to learn our worth and continue to add to it every day. Yes, we do, Miss Jackie. Yes, we do. And I wanted to say this to every single person. I want you to repeat it to yourself every day you wake up. Every day I wake up, every day I rise with worth. I'll never forget my wonderful mentor, God rest her soul. And she told me that she poured into me. I don't know. I feel that sometimes you come and you meet people and they change your life forever. Whew. They change your life forever. When I met her, she taught me something that I never had heard before. And she told me, do not wait for the day. You have to set up your life for how you want it to be. You have to speak things into existence. You have to speak things into existence. You have to say it. You have to walk it. And you have to be resilient. I'll say it again. Every day you wake up, you have to say it. You have to believe it. And you have to walk it. Walk that path. I know it's going to be hard. I know people will say there's going to be naysayers. There's going to be backstabbers. There's going to be people who won't support you. But you got to support yourself. And you have to say it to yourself. Today I wake up. I wake up strong. I wake up powerful. I wake up capable. I wake up worthy. Every day I wake up. I wake up with power. I wake up with power. I wake up with light. I wake up with worth. And I wake up with intelligence. You have everything inside of you to succeed. Do you hear me? You have everything inside of you. So stop thinking that you need a relationship. Stop thinking that you need your relatives. Stop thinking you need your children. Stop thinking you need a friend. Stop thinking that you need this money. You have everything you need inside of yourself. And while those other things are nice, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's not nice to have a romantic relationship and relatives and this and that. But if those people are going to cause you to break down, to feel low emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and financially, you don't need them. I feel she just came back to me right now and told me that all over again. You don't need them. Do you hear me? I hope whoever needed to hear that message got it. You don't need them. We feel we need them. We want them. And they're not going to change. People aren't going to change unless they want to change. But you don't have to stick around and wait for it. Stop waiting for people to love you and support you and encourage you when you need to encourage and support and love yourself. Amen. That's it. That's over 20 years of pain and hurt in my head, in my heart, on my spirit, waiting for validation, waiting for love, waiting for support, waiting for friendship, waiting for everything that I wanted. And you could be waiting your whole life. How long are you going to wait for them to validate you? How long are you going to wait and waste your time? I hate to say it, everybody, but There are a lot of people in our life that will never come to be what we want. And it's okay. You don't need them. We feel we need people. And what you need is yourself. You need to be strong. You need to love yourself. You need to take care of yourself. And you need to live your life on purpose, with passion, with confidence. Hold your head up. You're resilient. You made it through. Yes, serious. Yes. Oh, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry for my past. That's what a lot of people, when my books start coming out, you guys are just not going to believe some of the things that you are going to read. Some of the things that I've been through, I shake my head and say, how did you endure that? But it's because I'm resilient, and I'm courageous, and I believe in myself. See, a lot of people, they make a decision to lay down and give up. But not I. And I hope not you. Got to make a decision every day to wake up and to be. Do you know how powerful that word is, making a choice to be? I'm going to talk about that on a separate live stream and podcast. But I feel that somebody needed this message. I don't know, I was trying to cancel this live stream, but I was like, no. My spirit says somebody needed to hear this message. So I hope whoever needed to hear this message, whether it's in this live, whether you're in the background, whether you're watching on the replay, I hope you get this message, okay? I hope you get it. And I hope you understand that you don't have to put up with the foolishness. You don't have to put up with the lies. You don't have to put up with the drama. You can make a choice to win. You can make a choice to speak and declare. Now, I'm going to tell you something that's a very strong declaration, that you have to make a choice to believe that. See, even though I heard this for many years from my mentor, and she poured into me, and she would speak over me and speak over my life. See, today I'm going to speak over your life, and I'm going to declare, okay? And sometimes I think about her words, and it washes me like this, like the freshly dropped snow. You know, it purifies me and cleanses me. Even when somebody does not believe in you, even when somebody doesn't understand you, even when somebody is not there for you, you just continue to be you. Don't change who you are. Don't change your light. Don't allow anybody, and I mean anybody in your life, don't allow anybody to dim your light. Every single one of us has a light from within. But it's your choice on how dim or how bright you will make it. How bright is your light on today? Is it powerful? Or have you allowed life and other people to dim your light? That's only something that you can answer. Every single person is different, right? Every single person is different. Every single person has been through something. And for me, what's crazy is the people who act like they've never had problems. Like they've always had the highlight reel. See, I don't mind telling people, yeah, I had an eating disorder. I was in domestic violence relationship. I've lost a child. I've lost bad relationships. I've had using friendships. I've had I've had jobs that I know that I hated, but I didn't have enough courage to walk away from them because I didn't think I could do better. See, I speak these things in the hopes that it's going to help somebody else to say, you know, I felt that way too. Sometimes we're afraid to speak out loud the things that we don't have the courage to do, or the things that we don't have the courage to be, because we think we're the only one in the world. We think we're the only one that has ever dealt with feelings of worthlessness, that's ever been depressed. We feel that we're the only one, but we're not. See, the more we have the conversations, the more we elevate our mind, the more, because when we shut things inside, we're only doing self-harming things to ourselves by not speak. Every time I speak about, yeah, I had an eating disorder. Yeah, I was in a domestic violence relationship. Yeah, I lost a child. Yeah, I lost my parents and my brother and aunts and uncles. Yeah. But guess what? Through all of it, I'm still here. See, there's a big difference when you go through something and then people stuff it down. They hide it. They're embarrassed. I don't want anybody to say anything. I don't want anybody to know. My strength comes in that I rose above all of that. I didn't lay down. I didn't lay down and die. No. I didn't give up, even though I tried, a few times. I tried a few times to unalive myself. But let me tell you something. The spirit was there. The energy, the prayers, my ancestors, they were all there protecting me and guiding me. And they're like, no, no, no. You have something to do. You have something to be. You have people to reach. Okay? You have purpose. And I want to say that to all of my loved ones. You have a purpose, even if someone else does not see your purpose. And I speak that from the depths of my soul. Sometimes we don't feel that we have a purpose because of what we're doing in our life, our job. We feel that, oh, look at what I'm doing. We feel like we're nothing or nobody because we're doing something that probably is like, what is that? That's not a big position in this world from society. But if you're doing whatever it takes to survive, you're taking care of yourself, you're taking care of your family. Never be embarrassed or ashamed of what you do to hold down yourself. I will not allow anybody to invalidate me. I validate myself every day. And I want you to say that to yourself. I validate me. It's not about your position in life. It's not about how much money you have. It's not about the romantic relationship and your friends. It's not about that. It's what you do every day to take care of yourself and hold your own. And I am so proud of each and every one of you that continues to hold your head up high. To all my ladies, to all the gentlemen, your strength encourages me. Okay? Your strength, your resiliency, your courage, your fight, your drive, your passion. Don't ever give up. Never stop fighting. Okay? Never stop fighting. See, there's a lot of times we put up with things. We put up with terrible relationships romantically. We put up with drama and foolishness on social media. We deal with people who are quote unquote friends. They're no friend of yours. We think they're a friend. They're not your friend, okay? But the whole thing about it, why I wanted to have this conversation, is that you don't have to keep putting up with it. You can make a choice to walk away, to not listen, to block. You can make that choice. Okay? Make the choice for you. And when I think about it, I'm so grateful that I made a choice to try. I'm so grateful that now I'm in a position that I'm making a choice to thrive. See, sometimes we start off in our life by making a choice to try. But then when you get good and strong, then you make a choice. Now I'm thriving. See, it's a big difference in making a choice to try. That's good and everything. I'm proud of that. I encourage that. But it's a completely different thing when you're making a choice. You're pouring in the time, the effort, the energy, the taking time to do your research and mentor and heal. And you go from being hurt to being helped. I'm grateful for the light that is within me. I'm grateful for the woman and the queen that I have become. Because let me tell you, so many times, so many people, they give up. They give up right before their blessing, their miracle, their elevation, their growth, because they don't think that they can do that. And I'm here to tell you, coming from a very low, dark space to where I am today, but I made that choice to shift. And you can too. You can make a choice to shift into whoever you want to be. It doesn't matter what other people have said. It doesn't matter what you have done. It doesn't matter what you have been through. See, but you've grown through it. You've matured. Make a choice to heal. Make a choice to be positive. Make a choice to walk to the beat of your own drum. When you make a choice to move forward, to walk ahead, yeah. And you made that choice. And I'm grateful that these days I've made a choice to be me unapologetically. And I want you all to do the same. Make the choice to be you unapologetically. All right? Yes, realist and Jackie. Jackie says something worth having is worth fighting for. And I'm here to tell you, if you love yourself, you're going to put in the work to show what am I really worth? Am I worth trying? Am I worth facing my fears? Am I worth pursuing my passion? Am I worth it? Realist says friends and social media in the same sentence hardly seems right. Yep. But I just wanted to say this to anybody who needed to hear it, that don't keep putting up with it. Don't keep putting up with foolishness and drama and negativity. You can choose to walk away. You can choose to turn off your TV, your device, your phone. You can choose to unsubscribe. You can choose to get yourself around people who actually will listen to you and support you and motivate you. Surround yourself with people that make you feel good about yourself, and not people that make you feel that you're nothing and you always have to be grasping for straws, going after the crumbs. Don't lower yourself. Don't lower your vibes. Elevate yourself. Elevate yourself. Okay? Sierra says, I've made a choice to purge from my list of subscriptions. All those hidden charges was worth getting rid of. Yes. Yes. I believe that 100%. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all of you, because I learned something from other people. I make that choice. Everybody is different. And we can all learn from one another. We can all learn from each other. I want you all to know how much I appreciate you all. I really do. Some people have a hard time saying that, because I don't know about y'all, but I didn't grow up in a space to hear that I was valid, I was important, I was special, I could do great things. But these days I love to pour into people, and I like to pour my light. You know, my wonderful mentor taught me that when you elevate, when you grow, put yourself in a position to give back. When you become empowered, empower others. Okay? When you become empowered, reach down, give back. Don't elevate and leave people behind. Okay? When you elevate, don't leave people behind. And especially, I never forget the people who have been there and supporting me. A lot of times people will elevate and they get themselves in a position, and then they cut ties with all the people that helped them to become who they were. I'll never forget who has supported me, loved me, encouraged me, motivated me. I'll never forget it. Because I'll tell y'all something, that sometimes a stranger will love you more than your own blood. And I'm going through something in my personal life right now that I feel more love here in this stream than from my own relatives. And I'll tell you that it hurts like, you know what? You'll get more love. I feel more love here on this app than I do in my real life. And that's real talk. That's some real right there. Just because I don't talk about things, of course, I don't share everything that goes on in my personal life. I don't think anybody should, but I'm just being honest. Sometimes it hurts so bad. When you're trying to elevate and grow and do great things in your life, and it's just like, that's what you're doing. Yeah, it hurts. It hurts. But don't let other people's lack of support stop you. Okay? Don't let others' lack of support stop you. Okay? Yeah. Hey, Boss Life, how are you doing? Oh, thank you, Sirius. I sure will. Thank you so much, guys. You know, sometimes it feels so good to release your stress, your frustration, your anger, your disappointments. That's because I'm a real person. I'm a real person with real feelings. And I have no problem with saying I have more support here on this app than with my own relatives. But I'm just real. That's all. Yeah, I know realists, but I'm just saying. So I want anybody the reason why I come on here and I shed my tears and I cried, because before, when I would feel this pain, I would go and I would pick up a bottle of alcohol, start drinking. Or before, when I would feel the pain, I told y'all before, I used to get involved in cutting. You guys could see some on my my hands. When I was younger, I used to cut myself to release some of the pain I was feeling. But I don't have to cut myself no more. I don't have to feel bad. I don't have low self-esteem. My tears aren't because I feel bad. My tears are because I'm stronger. My tears are because I didn't lay down and give up. My tears are because I have a purpose now. My tears My tears are because I have people who are looking up to me. I have people that I mentor that are going through what I used to go through. And I tell them all the time, you don't have to cut yourself. You don't have to unalive yourself. You have a purpose in this life. You do. So anybody who needs to hear that, you have a purpose in this life. Yes, real is a very dark time. Yep. Yes, boss off, I know. I'm going through it also, Marlene, with family members too. I had to pull back and go to my corner. But it feels so good to be in a space in my life that before I would be like I don't know, like an iron wall. That's not how I feel. I would deny it to myself, even though I was dying inside. I would ignore it, and then I would go off to work. I never would shed a tear. I would be like stone faced all the time, no matter how much I was hurt. I didn't even cry at my own parents' funeral because I had to be the tough one. I had to be strong for everybody, but who was strong for me? Sometimes we don't have to be strong. I'm coming to that realization. We don't have to be strong for everybody. Sometimes you just need to be strong for you. And if you need to cry, if you need to scream, if you need to throw some things, if you need to go for a run or a jog, see, what I've learned is to not hold things inside. See, because that's toxic. So that's why this channel is called Love Marlene 411, because I give the down low, I give the information. And sometimes it's not pretty and wrapped up in a bow. Healing is not going to be pretty. Sometimes you just feel like crying your eyes out all day. Sometimes you just want to scream because you're so frustrated. You feel so overwhelmed. I'm always going to be real over here. Always. And I want you all to know you can be real too. If you feel that way, you don't have to hold inside. You don't have to be a strong and a tough man, a strong and a tough woman all the time. Everybody has to let down their guard, okay? Everybody, because we're human, okay? My dilemma started this past Tuesday. I refuse to give it power over me. Oh, Jackie, you know you can reach out to me anytime. Yes. I'm so proud of you, Jackie. I really am. Yeah, you survived it all. You decided to get the help that you needed and you got through it. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what people don't understand. People talk about, oh, I hate to see people cry. They have no idea that my tears are empowerment. So when I start crying, I cry for different reasons. Sometimes I cry because I feel like I'm about to choke you out. If y'all didn't know, I'm crazy, okay? And I think everybody has that touch of crazy, because sometimes I'd be like, oh, I'd be wanting to do stuff and hurt people, but I know better now. I was like, okay, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to choke them out. I'm not going to beat them up. I still, till this day, because of your past never goes away. The person that you used to be, it never goes away. I still, sometimes I could jack somebody up. Sometimes I'm telling you, don't let my soft and calm demeanor fool you. I can throw hands, but these days I choose not to. I'm not going to throw hands. These days I'm going to pray. These days I'm going to call a friend on my lifeline. I'm going to go to my support group. I'm going to do some praise and worship. I'm going to sing. I'm going to inspire and motivate somebody. I'm going to read a book. There's so many other things that you can do in a healthy way. And that's why I do this channel. Because sometimes when you're in the situation, when somebody really pisses you off, when someone does something so hurtful and so negative to you, of course, the first thing you want to do is get revenge, beat them up, talk about them, jack people up, ruin people's reputation. But don't do that. Because how much different are you going to be than them? So that's why sometimes I shed my tears and I cry, because I want to go backwards so bad. I want to hurt people. I want to say something. I want to be negative. I want to cuss people out. But I'm better. But I'm better than I used to be. I'm better. And I hope you all are saying that too. I'm better. I don't have to do what I used to do. I don't have to cuss people out. Now I've expanded my vocabulary, my vernacular. Okay? I've expanded. I have more power. I'm enlightened. I'm stronger. I've been cleansed. I've been healed. And I speak that over myself, and I speak it over your life. I've been cleansed. I've been healed. So I don't have to do what I used to do. And I hope somebody who needed to hear this message today got it. I didn't even plan on doing this live stream, but something told me that I should, because it was the message from my spirit, and it said, tell them you don't have to put up with it. I was like, what? Put up with what? And the spirit said, it will come. And it did. And I thought it was for them. And sometimes that the thing that you don't even know, something needed to be cleansed inside of me. So I feel better. And I thank you all so much for your support. As always, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I hope something has helped somebody. I really do. I hope so. Yes, this was needed. The good in you won't let you go back there. I'm trying to tell you, Miss Jackie. People think sometimes when you've been transformed, you know, I feel like when you've been baptized, when you go down and you come back up. I came up brand new. Okay? It's not that it's sometimes I don't want to. Sometimes I will. Sometimes I want to. Yeah. But I don't. Because I think about myself. I think about my future. I think about who depends on me. I think about personal growth and healing. I think about the connections that I have now that I didn't used to have. I think about now I have self-worth and confidence. And now I've come to the space where what other people think about me is none of my business. That's a big lesson. What other people think about me is none of my business. If they don't like me, if they're whatever, I'm not their cup of tea. It's cool. See, before I used to be like, why don't you like me? Why don't you want to be around me? I used to beg people to love me. I used to buy friendships. I thought buying them gifts and spending time and let's go out to eat, that will make them like me. Romantically, you'll do this and you do that. And you still get garbage treatment. That message was for somebody. Whew. But don't do it. Don't stay around. Hopefully there's somebody who's going to see this live stream and they're going to get enough courage and enough willpower to pack up that bag and get out of that domestic violence relationship. Pack that bag. Or walk away from a job that is toxic to your mental and emotional health. It's not worth it. People in your life that are using you and taking advantage of you and making you feel like trash, they're not worth it. At the end of the day, you got to have yourself. You got to have your own peace. You got to have you. And I'm so grateful that There were prayers in my behalf. My teacher in 10th grade who saved my life, who's like, what's going on? Because she knew that I had an eating disorder, and she was like, well, what's up? So I've had people who have saved my life, and now I feel like I'm saving lives. So, everything is a circle. It's a cycle. I was saved, and now it's my turn to save others. I hope this message has poured into you and you feel loved, you feel important, you feel validated, because you are. I'm I'm Marlene of Love Marlene 411. Thank you so much for your support. Shout out to all my amazing moderators. Thank you for supporting me, keeping my chat clean, always having great comments, and shout out to my amazing channel members. Join channel membership. It starts at 99 cents. And I will see you guys back on the next one. Thank you guys so much. Let's see if I have any comments before I get out of here. Yes. Everybody have a great day. Realist one, thank you so much. Yes, please run a playlist. Thank you guys. Everybody have a great rest of your Saturday. I'm going to be live on, I think, my other channel, Life with Marlene, at 2:30. I think so. So I'll see you guys there. Bye, guys.